Hello everyone. Quick announcement before we get into the reading. I just wanted to let everyone know that I have started two things. One is my Patreon site where I will be uploading all of the extended portions of the videos, the in-depth look of the videos and readings, sometimes when I do the clarifying cards, and I put a bit of extra material. All of that is now going to be over on Patreon, as well as I've finally been able to start my tarot and oracle deck unboxing and review series. And I'm going to be starting to unbox various tarot decks, review them in depth with you, and each month these decks will be given away in a monthly member giveaway. So in order to be eligible for the giveaway, you just have to join my Patreon site, and the cost of being a patron over there, I just ask for $1 a month, and that's it. There's one tier, one amount to join, and it's just a way, just simply a way for me to be able to facilitate these reviews and to be able to give out these beautiful decks. The more people join, the more patrons I have, the more decks I will review each month, and the more decks I will give away. So for those of you who want to see the unboxing, go straight to the link. I'll include the link here and in the description box, and you'll find out more information about the series and my Patreon site there. Or you can go directly to my Patreon site and see the extended unboxing and review video there. All right, guys, thank you so much. And without further ado, straight to the reading. All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to be doing the weekly reading for the sign of Aquarius. All right, we're going to get right into it. My beautiful air signs of Aquarius, the water bearer, you know the drill, my regulars. We're going to get out your Romance Angel Oracle deck, pull out two cards, and look at the two energies surrounding whatever the main stage event is this week for you in terms of relationships. If it's a work relationship, or if it's a something to do, you know, a relationship with friends or lovers or family. Just had a very interesting reading for Capricorn, which was a artistic relationship, a working artistic relationship, right? So whatever the case may be, for you this week, Aquarius, we're going to try and see if we can get you some clarity and look into that. For those of you who are new to my channel, thank you very much for stopping by. I hope something here today resonates with you and what you're going through, and that you eventually decide to go ahead and subscribe or leave a comment or like the video if it does resonate. All right, guys, let's get your two cards out. Aquarius, first one out, we have very soon. All right, so very soon just indicates that, you know, something's about to change, something's about to come into you. It's around the next corner. And we have chemistry. Now, chemistry came out for a couple of the other readings as well. I want to check my log. I do keep track. And I want to say, bear with me. Chemistry also came out for Cancer. All right, so Cancer got chemistry. So maybe some of you may be dealing with a Cancer. But we won't know what this all entails until we get your spread out. And that's what we're going to do right now. Get your 7-card spread out. See what's going on where our lovely Aquarius is. All right, Aquarius. We're going to get a main card out for your overall energy of this relationship with this person, and then we'll have your 3 cards that represent you and your 3 cards for your person, right? First card out is 8 of Pentacles. So overall, this relationship is really about boundaries. It's about discipline. It's about, you know, it may be that both of you need to really pay attention to finances right now. You have a lot of responsibilities right now that demand your attention, right? You need to be disciplined. 8 is the number 4, restrictions. And 8 of Pentacles is when we put restrictions into place that help us remain disciplined. You know, they help us to stay on task, right? So, interesting. Your energy coming in is King of Swords in reverse. I normally don't have any reversals in these readings, so Sun is how you see your person, Aquarius. And 3 of Pentacles is how you see the relationship. All right, so your person has 5 of Pentacles. They've just gone through a power struggle with someone that's left them paying the price. They see you as 4 of Pentacles. Interesting. Wow, so this is a lot to do with money, right? A lot of money involved, status, and they see the relationship as King of Wands. Or they certainly see themselves in the relationship as King of Wands. All right, you have Justice at the bottom of the deck. So some of you are waiting for a decision to come in. Justice often can indicate, certainly in readings to do with relationships, it can indicate decisions, compromises, mediation, right? But yeah, certainly 8 of Pentacles as being the overall energy for a relationship indicates that the relationship certainly needs discipline, that right now either or both of you need to really pay attention to work and pay attention to your career and your livelihood, right? You both have responsibilities that require all of your attention. Interestingly enough, though, Aquarius, you're coming in as King of Swords, which is you, but in reverse, right? So Swords energy is certainly air energy. This is your energy, but in reverse. I want to say that you almost feel as though, like, right now, you're being blocked, right? You're literally being blocked. It's interesting that you have the Justice card here. I want to say that right now you feel like it could be that for some of you Aquariuses out there, you are literally, I want to say you may be going even through like a gag order, right? In terms of a court decision. You're in the middle of something and you simply cannot move. You can't move. You can't talk about it. You can't say anything. You can't make any plans. Everything hinges on the outcome of whatever this Justice card is dealing with, right? I want to say that for some of you Aquarius, this is certainly an issue to do with the law or to do with legal affairs, right? And you're just in a position right now where you are just stuck. There's nothing you can do. You know, with King of Swords in reverse, and I'm going to say I very rarely get reversal cards. I will read them, but I rarely get them because I clear my decks between readings. And so for a reversal to show up, it means that, it was specifically for that reading and that spread. And so for you to come in like this is exactly who you are in every other way, Aquarius, right? The leader, the innovator, King of Swords, energy, right? Penetrating insight, honesty, all of that, right? But to be in reverse like that, it's like you have all of that, but there's just a block. There's just a complete block. And certainly with Justice here, it's like I said, some of you may actually be going through like a gag order. You may be going through a divorce or separation that involves a lot of money or prestige or notoriety, and for some of you, you simply cannot talk about it. This is why you have very soon coming up, because it's like right now you can't do anything. It could be that, yes, very soon this decision is going to be made and then your life is going to get better in terms of you'll have control again. But until that time, you're absolutely blocked. Your person has, by the way, gone through their own power struggle and been left destitute to a certain degree. I don't want to say destitute necessarily, but they've certainly been left off financially worse. And so for some of you Aquarius, you're dealing with somebody right now who has kind of like their own issues, their own monetary issues, right? And so this is why I said for a lot of you, this 8 of Pentacles indicates that both of you need to deal with your separate issues, right? Certainly if this is a case of you guys wanting to get together in a relationship, things need to be taken care of before you guys can get together independently, right? Okay, so you see your person and you see sun, you see clarity in your person, right? They make you feel good. And I think this is the chemistry, right? I think that right now you do have a lot of chemistry with someone, Aquarius, and I think with all of this stress that you're going through with the Justice card, which, like I said, it could be that you're going through a divorce, you may be going through a settlement with a family, whatever the case may be. It's a lot of stress, and this individual is just really serving. They're serving they're serving as an avenue for kind of relief in the way that you don't have to think about it, right? When you're with this person, you could just enjoy the chemistry of being with them. It's like an avenue of escape almost, in a way, right? You can totally like bask in the sunshine in a way with them, forget about all your troubles. You feel quite clear-headed and free, and it's like, it's a nice respite from when you then have to write, when at the end of the day, or when you guys are done being together, what have you. It's like you go back to where you're at right now, and it's just like work, head down, work, can't talk, can't do anything, stuck. So it's quite interesting, very soon, and chemistry. So hang in there, Aquarius, because you know it's going to come through very soon. Your person sees you as Four of Pentacles, so they see that what you're going through. They see that you're holding on to everything that you can, that you're being very, very careful, that you're trying to maintain your stability financially, because this case certainly is going to affect your financial status, right? And so your person sees that. They know that, and they see that. And I think they understand. I really do. I think they understand. And I think they see that, what you're doing is important. I think they may worry that you get a little bit too, right? Because Four of Pentacles is also the Miser card, and oftentimes the Four of Pentacles is when you're trying to maintain your stability, but you go overboard, right? And then you become like a miser. You just hold on to everything. You become terrified to move or spend money. And it could be that your person is just a little bit worried that that you may fall into that as a result of all of the stress that you're going through. And so you may want to have a conversation with them about that. You see, and that's only going to be for some of you, right? So Aquarius, you see the relationship is a Three of Pentacles. So it's certainly like you see this relationship as being an avenue for more work, an avenue for increasing your livelihood in the future. I think that, your person supports you in what you do, right? They make you feel supported. And I think that you feel together you guys can kind of help each other to maintain abundance and increase abundance. You feel good. I think that you feel this relationship with this person, that once it gets off the ground, you guys could work very well together. Okay? They're not like lazy. You're not lazy. You know what I mean? I think that you feel like you legitimately can work well together. You have a great chemistry. I don't necessarily know if it's romantic because there are no cups here, right? But I want to say that it could very well be that it is a romantic relationship, but this could also very much be just like a friendship or a partnership in work, a partnership in art, whatever, or a partnership in business, right? Like you may have good business chemistry with this individual, right? And everything is kind of on hold. So for some of you Aquariuses out there that are maybe going through a very difficult time in your business, it may be that you're waiting for investors or things like that. And everything's kind of on a hold because you're also in this legal battle, right, for something else. So for those of you who are like specifically going through that kind of a career or that kind of a professional kind of situation or scenario, and this resonates with you, then this person is a good partner for you. You guys have good chemistry, and you need to, you should certainly like, I want to say hem it up, hem that up, cement it up, formalize the partnership, talk with them. If they, as long as they, make sure they understand that very soon your troubles are going to be over, or that you'll at least be through this legal issue and you'll be able to work more freely, because this certainly promises to be a very lucrative partnership financially, okay? And again, because there's chemistry, it's like you two enjoy working together, right? You bounce off of each other very well. But again, you're just in this place where you really can't talk, but you can tell them that you can't talk. You know what I mean? And at least let them know that, you know, if they can have patience, because 3 is the number for patience. They have patience, you guys, and when you're done with this, you guys can then move forward. They do have, they see themselves in this relationship, interestingly enough, as a King of Wands. So they see themselves as bringing something to the relationship, certainly. I think this person certainly feels that they can benefit from this relationship, right, with you. I think they feel like it is right up their kind of alley in a way. They do, however, I think maybe feel like they have the upper hand a little bit right now. This person may be a little bit arrogant, and I'm not saying that that has anything to do with how you work with them. I think the chemistry is still there. You work very well with them. But just remember that you are dealing with this person is very fiery, Aquarius. They can be quite opinionated. And they very much see this partnership. And it could be that right now, because you're in this jam, that, you know, they see this partnership as a possibility for them to kind of take charge in a way, right? Because King of Wands is in charge. You know what I mean? So now I want to say to you, take care as well, because it's interesting that this same individual just right now is identifying with a power struggle. They've just come out of a power struggle with somebody, right? So this may be their MO, because they've just come out of a power struggle with somebody. They recognize in you the need for you to be stable, and now they see your relationship with them as another opportunity for them to sort of impose their authority. So for some of you Aquariuses out there, this person that you're dealing with, you may have very good chemistry, but for some of you out there, if you've been dealing with somebody like this and you've seen that their past relationships, working relationships, haven't worked out, and they tend to have these falling outs with people and then move on to someone else, be careful, okay? Take care with these people. Take care with this partnership. Don't like jump right into it, because for some of you Aquariuses out there, you're dealing with someone who you know, they always have trouble with their partnerships. Eventually it's a power struggle, because they see themselves as the King of Wands in the relationship. They see themselves as the one in charge as far as the relationship is concerned. And so inevitably this person oftentimes will have these power struggles with people that they work with or relate to or are involved with in some kind of way. So this is just for some of you out there. But if you resonate with that, you'll know what I'm talking about. And in that case, you just want to be cautious. You just don't want to jump into anything or agree to anything or give this person this level of authority until you're sure that what they bring is worth it. All right, I'm just going to pull your 3 cards, and then we're going to call this reading. I think this is certainly a reading about 2 people working together. I'm going to say that this is a reading about either friendship or career, working with someone as far as your passion is concerned. And for those of you who are artists, those of you who are working in certain fields for careers where you work in partnership with people, you know, this is a working relationship of some sort to get to some common aim. Now, if that aim is a piece of artwork or if that aim is a project on a building site, whatever the case may be, the energies are all the same, right? The energies still apply. And like I said, for some of you, watch out for the one, you know, if your person is constantly, if they've just come out of a power struggle where they may have taken a hit, they're about to come, you know, and maybe they've come out of a couple other power struggles where the other person took a hit, but yet it was a power struggle, right? And that team fell apart. You ever meet somebody who's always like, they're a good businessman and they seem to, you know, they seem like they have abundance and that they've reached a certain amount of success and all of that, and they've, you know, maybe opened a few seed companies up and sold them, and it's like, oh, okay, great. But then, and they talk about these great teams that they've worked with, and then like the teams are never around. You ever notice that? And then it's like, okay, yeah, if it's so great and you work so well with this team of people, where are they? And then you find out very quickly that these people are like, they're not quite what they say they are. They're like serial kind of power, like, you know, hungry. They go into one relationship and to the next, where they get people to work with them, and then they either profit from it or it falls apart, what have you. There's a power struggle, and then they move on without them, you know. And so eventually that's going to happen with you as well, if that is the case. And that's only for some of you, Aquarius, but you know who you are. You know if you're dealing with this kind of person. Give me 3 cards so I can wrap up this reading for our beautiful Aquarius. Show me. Dependency, 15, the habit. All right, so we've got, that's devil energy, right? Instant gratification, being a slave to a certain way of behaving, acting. The Chariot in motion. So you're about to move on. Like I said, you're about to be on your way. You're just stuck for the moment. Once you come out of this, your Chariot engages and you move forward. So just take care. And King of Pentacles, loyalty. So there you go. All right. So this is certainly about investments. This is about money. Right? There is a King of Pentacles there. It talks about loyalty. Some of you perhaps have a King of Pentacles in your life that's going to give you some advice on this individual. You have devil energy here, habits. So I want to say dependency and codependency, right? So this person down here, like I said, if they are that type of person who's constantly getting into these power struggles, they're constantly, you know, falling out with groups of people and then forming new groups of people, then this is like a little bit of toxic energy. And like I said, it's only going to be for some of you, right? If that is the case, then this devil card applies to you. This person is codependent on that way of operating. This is how they get through life. Now, they may have, in fact, they may have some level of success in their life, right? This is not to say that just because you exhibit this energy, you always fail. Some people have that kind of energy and they succeed quite often, right? And they get their abundance. But what you have to decide, Aquarius, is if you want to work with somebody who comes with that kind of energy, right? Whether it's going to be successful or not, this partnership, what have you, is this the type of temperament that you want to deal with, right? Someone who is quite negative, who eventually falls out with his co-workers or falls out with his team. You know what I mean? And just remember, you are about to have Chariot in motion. As soon as this legal, for some of you, once this legal affair is wrapped up, you're about to move forward. So make sure that you know who you're going to be moving forward with. And then King of Pentacles, for some of you, you certainly have somebody who is someone you can trust in your field, and you may want to speak to them. That's going to be a King of Pentacles type of character in your life who will be able to give you some advice. I think, Aquarius, there's somebody, you know what I mean? It's like somebody you're used to doing business with. It could be a family member, an old friend, right? Or somebody who you really, really respect and that you have a lot of loyalty to. They have a lot of loyalty to you. And I think this card has come out to advise you to talk to them before you get involved with anything else. I think this person is going to help you kind of see through this individual down here, right? This person down here, just see, like, what is their energy really about, right? I think that I just feel like for some of you that this person is a bit of a charlatan. They're a bit of a fake out. They're not quite as skilled, or they don't bring quite as much to the table as they would have you think. And this is also one of the reasons why they have their own falling outs all the time with people, right? And they never have any like team that stays with them. So just take care. And then for some of you, this is, that's not the case at all. And the chemistry is very good. And this person may be somebody to work with. And you may certainly have a level of abundance with them. But just take care to make sure that they are genuine. All right? All right, Aquarius, I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe. Share the video with other like-minded Aquarius who may be going through the same thing, or your cross-watchers. Okay, leave me a comment in the section below. Give me a thumbs up if you'd like. And all of that stuff helps me grow my channel, helps me provide more and more of these videos. All right, but for right now, I'm just going to say have a wonderful week, Aquarius. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.